Okay, so what's up, guys? I want to talk about a bunch of stuff happening within Black Ops 4 Zombies right now. Most of the issues we are having has to do with the game being just simply broken. I want to touch upon the blue screen situation, a pretty decent update and patch notes list that Treyarch put on Reddit that we're going to talk about, because they're actually, finally going to change a bunch of major issues, including the blue screen crashes and a bunch of other stuff regarding just crashes in these separate zombie games that we've been seeing, especially on the PS4. Also, other zombie updates and other things that they need to fix within the game. So again, you see in the title, it pretty much just says blue screens, but we're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff as well. But the blue screen issue is obviously the main issue. But that being said, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. If we can go for 50 likes, that would be sick. And let's get started. So I'm going to start off here. Again, all the Reddit posts I'm going to be talking about, I will leave links down in the description below if you want to check them out from the original sort of creators. Pretty much this guy says, loving the game, but please let zombies count for black marketeers. This is obviously a huge issue for people trying to grind the black marketeers, and it obviously takes forever. It's not fair. It's just purely based on time. It's not based on skill. You really can't, get past going through these tiers without just putting hours upon hours in the game. The thing with the blackout glitch where you go in, well, I guess it's not a glitch, you just sit there, and if you stay for the whole game and you're alive, you pretty much are good. You tier up. It's not about kills or anything like that. But with zombies, it doesn't count at all. Like, you can't get anything from zombies. Zombies seems completely left out, and I feel like I talked about this a bit on my other different videos, so I just wanted to add this really quickly at the beginning of this video. But again, leave a comment below, what do you guys think about this? We need people to sort of speak up and make this an issue, because obviously Treyarch, they watch the community's reactions, they listen to community's reactions to this different stuff that's happening within the game, the different updates, their feedback. It's not like the communication isn't there. So I think if we speak up enough, this could happen, because obviously we're missing out on content. At least let zombies count for the black marketeers, but take it a step further, have some sort of impact from these black market rewards, and have them directly within zombies, like specific zombies rewards, or have a zombies battle pass type thing just specifically for that mode. If you're gonna leave zombies out, you're not gonna let zombies count, have something separate specifically for zombies. It makes sense. So I don't know, hopefully they do that very soon in the near future. Now let's talk about here the Treyarch development update for Black Ops 4 Zombies. This is obviously a huge deal. I'm going to go through this. Obviously, there's been a ton of stuff since launch. They've been having so many issues with the game crashing, the infamous blue screen crash, and a bunch of other stuff just with Easter eggs and just random things just not working within the game. So pretty much what they're saying is that in their most recent major game update, they added new technology to help them track down more complex zombie crashes, and these new tools are now allowing them to isolate the issues with the highest frequency. So they've said in the past, like I'm pretty sure a couple days after Black Ops 4 first launched, we were having these issues, and they had this huge update, and they said it was all fixed. But then it continued, like someone had a blue screen crash a couple hours after the update released that said it was going to fix the blue screen crashes. So it's been happening forever, but it looks like they actually worked on something to really pinpoint these crashes and really pinpoint what is going on with crashes, especially they say here regarding the zombies Easter eggs, a bunch of different stuff. So it looks like they really tried to figure out what's going on, and they put tools in there to help them actually fix the issue. So I do think that for the most part, you're going to see a lot less blue screen crashes. You're going to see a lot less of these issues within the game. It seems like they actually added some sort of, technology to fix it. Before, they sort of just said like, oh, we patched the issue where the game was crashing. That is pretty vague, and that obviously didn't work out well. But now it looks like they really went into this knowing that these are the issues. They kept on reoccurring, so let's fix them once and for all. So it looks like this is it. We're probably going to see a couple more isolated incidents, but it should be a lot less than what we've been seeing in the past couple weeks. So hopefully that is a huge thing for the game, and people will sort of have incentives to actually go and play the game and not worry about, blue screening on a high round, blue screening before an Easter egg and before a cutscene and all this crazy stuff. So hopefully we're actually done with this stuff. So last time around, multiplayer got double XP, and we got double Nebula Plasma. Okay, so our equivalent for Liquid Divinium. We didn't get double Zombies XP, we just got that. And for the most part, it's, pretty useless. No one really uses it. Elixirs aren't as sort of interesting or popular or even necessary within this game as Gobblegums were within Black Ops 3. So that's just a pure fact. It's obviously, not that it's not fair, but it's just sort of annoying. Like, we don't really want that. We want double Zombies XP. But this weekend, they're getting the Black Market Progression, double XP for that, and we're getting double Nebula Plasma again. Incredible. That's just hilarious, that the fact that, like, we're just sort of getting something for the sake of getting something. It seems like they just, they're giving double Black Market Progression XP for the multiplayer and Blackout guys, and us, they're just like, oh, what do we give the zombie guys? Oh, let's just give them this again. Like, why not zombies double XP like we've been asking? It's just pretty easy. It's pretty simple, right? Here's another thing. Zombies turns 10 years old this weekend, and to celebrate, we're getting double Nebula Plasma. It's like a meme at this point. It's actually a joke. I feel like I'll make a different video talking about what they could do for a 10-year anniversary this weekend. That's such a huge deal, and we're getting double Nebula Plasma. Like, oh man, it's just such a weird situation. You would think that they would put a bit more thought into what they're doing for zombies. It seems like they're just doing it for the sake of doing it. I don't know. I thought zombies was such a huge deal, and it still is, and I still think they're putting so much effort into zombies, a lot more than they have before. But decisions like these, small decisions, are just so weird, especially because they're so simple and they could be so simply changed. It's like, why not just give us double Zombies XP? Why? I don't know. I just thought that was funny as well. But for maybe they're still gonna do something for a 10-year anniversary this weekend for zombies anyway. Again, that's a huge deal. But again, I thought this was pretty funny. Another thing here, another really funny thing, and it actually got people a lot of people confused in the comment section of this Reddit post. You could talk about both sides of this here. So you see up on screen, replace the PhD Flopper perk machine with the Juggernog perk machine. Now, first people were just like, wait a second, what are you even saying? What is this guy even saying? People were commenting, first of all, there's no PhD Flopper, sort of perk. Well, I guess there is, but pretty much it's not exactly what it was before, and they want, people pretty much took it as like, oh, bring Jug back and get rid of PhD Flopper and replace those two. That's pretty much how people took it. But you see the image below, this is what he actually means, okay? You see here, if you look, you still have the PhD Flopper machine, the sort of meme that we had within Mob of the Dead. It's still there. Replace that with Jug, because now Jug is the sort of the lost perk that we don't have. That's actually pretty clever. That would be pretty cool. And obviously they would always add sort of like on Mob of the Dead, they had Mule Kick in the background, and they had PhD in the background, and Die Rise, they had PhD in the elevator, like all these different things where they would troll the people. And I don't know, they could do that with Jug. That's a pretty cool thing there. So obviously that's what they meant. But I do want to touch upon the sort of other topic that people misunderstood, but it is actually something to talk about. Obviously the correlation between PhD being replaced by Jug doesn't really make any sense. They're not really the same perk. PhD within this game, there are clear issues. I think everyone can agree that PhD is just very underwhelming. It's not as good as it was before. The sort of whole point of it is just gone. It's just not a good perk to use. There's so many other better perks. And obviously Jug, that situation there, that they changed that for a reason. Jug not being in the game is just because people were using as a crutch, and it was sort of just a normal perk that everyone had to buy, and it just really wasn't, it didn't add for I guess variety within the game. It didn't add for different play styles. Like, you pretty much had to get Jug every single game, and it got sort of too much, and to the point where Treyarch's like, okay, you know what? Let's just get rid of it completely. Let's change the health. There's no way, we're ever going to have Jug back. They changed the health system. The whole system of the game just doesn't work with Jug, so that's out of the picture. But PhD, that situation there, obviously there needs to be some work. There needs to be some, at least have more of a focus on the sort of damage control of the splash damage that you're getting from these different weapons. It just doesn't seem as powerful as it was before. I don't think that you should be able to also slide through whole trains of zombies and just completely destroy them, but it should be a bit more decent. I think everyone agrees it's just not as good within this game. So hopefully, again, they actually change that. They make it interesting. They make it, you know, usable, because there are, again, so many other perks within the game. They're just so much better. And I know, obviously, you can't have all of these perks be overpowered. You can't make this game the easiest game ever, but it's PhD Flopper. Like, this is a perk that we all just loved and we wanted to use and we wanted to come back, and it, you know, it's there and it's just like not as good. It's just so underwhelming. It's just such a sucky situation where it's like, damn, this perk that we wanted for so many years just isn't good now. I don't know. I feel like they could do a lot better with that. So again, let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys did enjoy. And yeah, hopefully they fix all the blue screen stuff. Hopefully we can actually get into these games, play zombies. Hopefully they fix all this stuff. Hopefully they just, you know, put some more attention and care into zombies. It feels like they're just throwing stuff out at us. A lot of stuff's broken, not working, a lot of weird stuff going on. So hopefully they pay more attention to zombies. And yeah, that'll be cool. So that being said, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.